This is Sherry from Kentucky. I am well aware that the force that's attacking me, it can do the work mentally and physically of like a real man, and it's able to like take you in different rooms or different houses with lots of different people in my dreams, I guess, with these telepathic vampires running government and using the offspring that have been trained. John Saw used the horror writer that was out to get me, and even put Justin as a pen name overseas to write under, because he and this group plotted this ages ago through the Star Wars group. His best friend and him that asked me to a conference, he did the Star Wars trilogy. But they saw a light in me, an innocence in me, along with Jack Canfield, who wanted to just stalk me the first conference everywhere I went. If I was in the elevator, he was in the elevator. He came up, wanted to put his hand over mine. I didn't know why. It freaked me out, trying to feel my energy. There were a bunch of witches and vampires and pedophiles in this group. But their power last night was just killing me with this Antichrist, because the beast was able to actually exist in my mind, but physically assault me too. And I felt like it was trying to damn me. It was even making me dream. Some of the dream was in my home with different people, but then they take you to other people's homes, and they try to, and when my stepsons were in my mind, they were trying to lure me to Iroquois Park and to my old home on Ridgemont to try to damn my soul. And I've seen them do this on Cherokee Park, other people. But this is a war that is, if you even put your guard down, or say you're on medication, which I'm not, but some people that are heavily medicated, their guard is down, or people intoxicated, and they're trying to feed people to this beast that looks to me like an alien, but it's also, I photographed it here as Pazuzu. Pazuzu is here, and they say my land is the pit. Of all the places in the freaking world, this is where they want to build hell, where my land is. And the school land next door, it was all originally the same land. And my parents' house around the corner, just the end of the block, was just still the same land. All the way down the road, it's all the same land. It was pasture land. There's a portal. So there's all kinds of weird, but then they sent me a video yesterday they wanted me to watch, where I couldn't understand why I'm filming these things they call green men that I didn't believe where Abe Lincoln's house is and on that whole road. Why I believe they probably were under the rocks when I went into Mammoth Cave as a kid. Why there's so many people reporting flying objects here, which I never believed in. They sent me a video clip yesterday that in the oldest days, Kentucky was one of the places that had the most people seeing sightings of things in the sky and paranormal activity other places, but it was just not in the modern times that people could see what was happening years ago. But when people do their homework and put the pieces together, you can see that generations change and old news gets buried. But the school where I went to, I didn't know. It was once owned, it was a building that was Freemasons. And I didn't, and when I went to Waverly, my husband wanted to go there, but I didn't go in the haunted house. I don't go in those things. I think they're evil. But it's a long time ago, his kids wanted to. As soon as I saw the building, I said, that looks like my high school. It was built by the same person, but it was Waverly Hills Sanitarium, where so many people died. And I took pictures there, and they matched the faces on my land, which I haven't seen anywhere else. And they call it the most haunted place in America. Strangely enough, it is built by the same people, and this place here, where I purchased, I've owned for over 30 years, is above hell. And the rocks you dig up have the devil's face and his tongue sticking out on some of the rocks. People are telling me George Clooney is one of these shape-shifting bats. I don't know how that could be, because he's defected to France, probably for getting into bad trouble here, and he doesn't want to come back and take responsibility. But if he is one of these beast kind of creatures that can shape-shift, that would explain why these attacks started occurring the most when him and Obama were working together. And also when Bush was working with Alex Asico, the man that helped raise Bob's offspring, who took him away when they were children with Bob's ex, who have worked in 3 of his agencies for the dark side, who worked with Russian governments and stuff, who have joined this dark side, that this cult that took an interest in me tries to get me to. But everything is going to hell in a handbasket because all these people are becoming the devil and they're becoming demonic. And those of us who really embrace God, because we are good doers and we were raised to be kind and generous to everybody. We can't become a carnivore, and we're attacked.